Looks like stream's working. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? Marmon Diosh, Boz and Archer fan, Said Guy, Mustafa Turk, Little Thunderbolt Siren, Villager Guy 2. Oh, we got some new faces. That's nice. All right. So this is a game that we're working on for our Patreon. It's Attack of the 50-Foot Vegetarian, and that vegetarian happens to be Lisa Simpson. And the basic plot for the game is, story-wise, she's exposed to some radiation from the nuclear power plant and decides to use, and grows giant, and decides to use that power to basically fight all the polluters in Springfield. So nuclear power plant's going to be one of the levels. We're also thinking of doing a forest level with maybe the rich Texan being a deforester, and also the fast food like industry in Springfield. We're gonna have them like maybe like a giant lard lad fight, something like that. Who's that voice? That's my voice. I'm Dave, the animator, and also programmer. And sometimes I do voices on the channel, but not a lot. Just a few. Lord Adrian 1000 says, "Oh hey, I haven't seen a Simpsons game in a long time." Yeah. It's been a while since they've made one, so it's kind of nice that we're putting one together. Will you ever let me voice my character in your videos? I'd have to listen to a demo. Korag, the network. Is this inspired by the Burger King creepy classic? Oh, those toys. Maybe a little bit. Let's see. Rover259 says hello. Hi, Rover. All right. So let me just show you all so far what we have. We've done some animations. As you see, we already have some enemy mobs that we're working with. It's Blinky, but he's like giant size. So Lisa has the basic fight animation, which is like punching and kicking. You can jump. When she does a double jump, she does like a slam attack. For fighting, we'll have her able to attack buildings, you can see like that. We don't have them programmed yet to be destroyed, but eventually you can hit them, they'll fall apart. Maybe they'll have like items inside. For the cooling towers, I was thinking like when they get destroyed, maybe it sets off a nuclear reaction that destroys all enemies on the screen. And for some power-ups that we have, the ice cream truck for health, and also you can pick it up and toss it at enemies. Someone suggested that she should be eating people, but she can't. She's a vegetarian. But she can drink nuclear waste to get more health. Not health, sorry. For power-ups, to power up her super abilities. And we actually have a few animations and programming set for that. So one of them is Clobber Girl. It's she sort of, if you remember that Treehouse of Horror, where she becomes like a superhero, and with that she'll it'll either make spikes come out of the ground or something like that. And we also have another ability which is like a super grow thing and like a super stomp. So far we don't have that one programmed yet to harm enemies. I'm sure to find someone that I haven't crushed yet. This so far is just, I guess what developers would call like a little test area, so we can test her animations, test how the objects that we've made work with those animations. Let me reset it real quick. All right, so I'll do that growth attack that I showed, and I'll show that it doesn't work yet. Brings it down, doesn't do any harm. What I want to do for this session is show you all how we program that on Construct, so that it works in a similar way to how we've already programmed the slam attack. Let me take a look, see if we have any comments here. Any questions before I start? What's your most hated Simpsons episode? Don't really think I have one. For most of them, I could just sort of watch them and, you know, enjoy it. Most hated one. Don't really have one. All right, so this is our event sheet for basically all the animations that happen. As you can see, I have everything ordered in little groups here for animations and such. Let's see. Should I put this under effects? For effects, I have the shaking and whatnot. Audio. Let's see. I guess I can do it for animations. So, what I want to do, it's actually going to be similar. Like maybe I have it under. Do I have one for the baddies? Yeah, I do. All right. So we have different programming that happens when there are mobs active. What happens when Lisa's doing certain attacks. So for example, when their walk animation is playing, when they're on screen, if they're not triggered to be dead every single moment, they're going to be moving toward Lisa's shadow. So what I want to add now is that they won't be moving if for example, we'll put another condition. Sprites, that's going to be player Lisa. If a certain animation is playing. In this case, it's going to be her super grow animation. So we want it to, for basically enemies to stop when she does that. Let me see if that works. I want them to sort of stay in place when she does that superpower. Do I have them moving for other reasons? Let me see. Yeah, this is something that you sort of have to balance when you're um, doing programming. Is doing a lot of testing. It's a lot of trial and error. Let me try and add this to all the movement programming. Let me see if that works. Let's see, moving. So that one stopped, but the other ones didn't. So there's probably something that's still triggering the rest to keep moving. Right here. It's still moving. Let me see. What other conditions do they have to move? Move to on collision with shadow. Okay, let me add that. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if that fixed it. Oh, because they were touching each other. Oh. That's interesting. I definitely want them to stop around that area so that the attack's more effective. And so I definitely want to keep playing around with that. Let me take a look. See. See, you're developing a video game, says Daniel. Yep. It's coming along, I'd say. Superior Cyber Godzilla says hi. Hello. Lord Adrian, are you going to make costumes, skins for Lisa? Sadly, I'm not going to be able to do that just because we're doing 2D animations for all the sprites. So it'll be a little bit harder to do costumes like that. There are things that we could program so that, like the certain colors on her palette change. So we can give her like a green dress or something like that. St. Patrick's Day, Lisa. We could also pin objects to her so that, so like she could be wearing a hat. But doing doing skins would be a little bit tougher, like full costumes. All right, let me see. All right, so currently we have it programmed here when Lisa's overlapping a mob, when her animation frame is less than or equal to 3. If the mob isn't already dead and the slam animation is playing, that sets them to dead. So we could actually copy and paste this and basically change it with to include the new animation, the grow attack animation. So we're gonna change this to the super grow animation. And let me see which frames it's going to be. So super grow. So this one takes a lot of frames. Let's see. 39, 41. When does she bring her foot down? So it looks like 49 or 50. So we could say when the animation frame is greater than 49. And let's say less than or equal to 51. Greater than 49, less than or equal to 41. All right, let's see how that looks. See if that has the desired effect. Right, so that attack hit some, but it did not hit everyone. So what we might need to do is make it a collision instead. And for collisions, instead of having it touching the actual sprite, if we want to just add a certain location, what we do is we'll pin one sprite to a certain part. For example, we have these two sprites that get generated whenever she does certain animations. This one's punch, this one's grab. Currently, they're invisible when they generate, but I could actually make them visible for just to show you what I'm talking about. So I turned them on, they're visible again. Let me just get rid of these right there. Okay. So as you can see, when I do the sprite animation, Lisa's sprite is generating that red box and the blue box. So the red one, that's going to be for her punching. And the red box collides with an object, certain objects like a building. It triggers the animation for effect. And the blue one, that's going to trigger her animations when she's grabbing items. So the blue one touches an item like the can, and that triggers her drinking animation. And when the blue square collides with the ice cream truck, that triggers her eating animation. So what I might do for her grow attack is make her foot generate one of these squares, and then basically anything that's touching that collides with that square, it's going to get squished or dealt damage. Alright, let's take a look at what y'all are saying. Sorry about that. Citron from Plants vs. Zombies Hero says, hello, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine, actually. Came back from church not too long ago. Thought I'd have some fun with showing off this game progress that we're making. Hey, it's Rory Ocelot. OMG, I'm so proud of you making video games. Thank you. And Chris Wecker says hi. Hello. Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite things to do with animation is making video games. Um, I do want to try to make more of them when I can. Just because for me, I get a lot of mileage out of making video games. Because I feel like if you make one animation, someone sees it maybe once or twice, like on a channel video or something like that. But if you put it in a video game, then they're seeing it multiple times. And it's just more fun to do something that's interactive like this. For me, at least. Alright. Let me see if I could actually import some sprites really quick before I call it a day with this. Let's see. So insert new object, sprite, and oh, actually, before I do that, I should open up Animate. Let me see if I can do that. Open up the project folder. Minion asks, hey man, what are you doing? Just working on a game. Xander Kelly. Yeah. Placeholder squares. I wouldn't call it a placeholder since their basic purpose is just to uh, trigger certain animations. So they're that's how they're gonna look, exactly like that. Since their only purpose is just to it's just gonna be to trigger events. That's what you usually see in like other video games when they're going to trigger um, an event, an action, an animation. All you need is just simple squares. I actually need to make a third window capture. Let me see. I could open up this FLA. All right. All right. And just showing off some of the other stuff we've made. I opened up the Animate folder. Sorry if I'm overlapping things right now. So we're gonna have like hazmat suit guys. That would be like mini mobs. They wouldn't really do anything. Kang and Kodos, maybe flying saucers that fly around and drop bombs or lasers. I made a sprite for a boss fight that would be Mr. Burns in like a mech suit. Tiny Mr. Burns in giant mech suit. This mech suit was actually inspired by a comic where he gets a transformer kind of robot. And Lard Lad had to make him a boss character too. And we have lots of different animations that we still haven't incorporated yet for Elisa. So there's like a duck. Not sure if we'll be able to use that one since she's kind of big. I don't. most projectiles I think would be able to hit her. So if not a ducking animation, maybe we'll do like a shield or a block. All right, that one we're already using. This one, some people might recognize from the episode where she gets really good at hockey. So that might be a dash attack. Uh, Basic stomp attack. And that's the last of the animations we've made for her so far. So what I like to do when I'm working on sprites for one of these kinds of projects is the first set of animations I'll always make is just like a basic idle animation. Usually just 1 second, just like breathing, arms going up and down. Then I'll make other animations, and then I usually sandwich them in between the idles. So I have idle animation, eating animation, and then back to idle. Just since basically every animation you're going to do with your sprite, it's going to reset back to the idle. Like if you're not doing anything, if you're not walking, it resets back. So it's good to sandwich your other animations between your idles so that you can see that they connect like fluidly, you know. So let me play them all, show you what I mean. So idle, drinking animation, back to idle, walking animation, back to idle, duck, back to idle. So for anyone who wants to make a game that's kind of just some basics that I've picked up. I made another animation that's what I'd call like an extra idle, or like if you're not doing any motion for a while. Like you might have seen in a Sonic games, he does that idle if he's not moving around. He like looks at a watch or gets bored. Earthworm Jim has like 10 different idles in his original games. For Lisa, I made one where she's kind of like looking at her butt. Just because in a lot of episodes, I don't know, for some reason people comment on that. Like Nelson's commented on her having a big butt. I think Sherry and Terry did in one episode. So I thought that would be sort of a nod to the series. Just like if she's standing around for a while not doing anything, she just sort of gets a little self-conscious. So let me see if that's already programmed in. I think I have it set so that after like a few seconds, her extra idle starts. Alright, get out of the way. Here we go. While I wait for that, let me see if we have any more comments. Lewis is here. I love the three-eyed fish. His name is Blinky. Classic Simpsons character. Big Sean says hello. Naruto says Naruto. Hello. Chloe Small. I know that the channel is called A Giant Woman, but I find that there's just be very little drawings, animations made of Lisa shrinking. Ironic since she did shrink in a Treehouse of Horror episode. Oh yeah. I kind of don't like that Treehouse episode just because it's like didn't have the best conclusion for Lisa. It was kind of sad. I did like uh I did like that the Frink in that tiny little universe was just thought how preposterous it was to make the opposite of a debigulator. After he made something that could shrink people, it's like, you want me to make something that makes people grow? That's insanity. Maybe that's the Simpsons episode that I like the least. I think I could safely say that's probably my least favorite Simpsons episode. Think of part 2. All right. So today just showing off some stuff. Next time we have more progress on this, I'll show off more. I'm actually going to be working on this today, but I'll be doing things offline just so I'm not so distracted. But if y'all have questions about how to program games, I'll let you know. This is Construct 3. It's pretty good. It gets better because people have been making, like, keep getting that symbol there. Family, is the stream lagging for you? What was I saying? Yeah, if you have any questions about how to make games, I might do some tutorials on that if there's anyone interested. Rory P Reaction and Gaming Channel says hello. Hi. And today I'm going to be working a little bit more on the game. I want to make it so that the buildings take damage and get destroyed. I want to also incorporate a few more of the animations that I've made already. I want to add some attacks for our blinky mobs so that they're not just there for no reason. Maybe a bite attack. But I'll be doing that later today. Rex Tom asks, Lisa eats people? No, she just eats ice cream. Because she's a vegetarian, why would she eat me? When you put your videos complete on your channel, please tell me. Thank you. Senti Montevallo, if whenever we upload videos, they're going to be, and if you're subscribed, you know, you'll know about it. If you're subscribed, you get notifications. All right. So unless anyone has any questions about the game, any thoughts, I think I'll call it for now. And when we have more to show off, or if we have any programming to show off, we'll do another development diary. So for now, have a nice day. Thanks for dropping in. And we'll see you later.